Hey folks, this is Soul with another video, and this is coming a lot faster than we thought. It seems like the 9.2 PTR is going to be underway. We're going to be able to data mine it. Actually, it's being data mined as we speak, but at the same time, it looks like the good old folks at Blizzard, they had released more information about how tier sets are going to work in 9.2, as well as kind of a preview of some of the set bonuses to come. So I'm going to read, and of course, please subscribe, like the video, all that stuff for more content for patch 9.2, and let us begin reading. Gearing in Eternity's End. Players will harness the power of the First Ones by collecting a variety of new gear in Eternity's End. Class armor sets are making their return in Eternity's End, and this time you'll obtain them from three sources: bosses in the new Sepulchre of the First One's raid, the Great Vault through all activities, including raiding, Mythic Plus, and PvP, so you're going to get them from all these things, and from the forthcoming Creation Catalyst. In Eternity's End, you'll also discover a new rune carving power which lets you harness the effects of your Covenant rune carving power in conjunction with an existing Shadowlands legendary to slay your foes or heal your allies. Sounds a little confusing. Let's move on. We've seen this stuff. Congratulations. Let's go. The Progenitor armor set will grant your character new abilities based on your specialization, and that includes a helm, shoulders, chest, gauntlets, and leggings. So this sounds like the typical 5-set thing with 2 set bonuses. The first set bonus is unlocked when 2 set pieces are equipped, and the second bonus is unlocked when 4 set pieces are equipped. So sounds normal. But here are some examples. Hunter. Beast Mastery. The 2-piece lets your kill command critical strike chance is increased for each stack of frenzy that your pet has. We don't know the amount though. 4-piece. Kill command critical hits increase the damage and cooldown reduction of your next Cobra shot. Not bad, but I don't really know any better. Paladins, Protection Paladins, yes. Casting Shield of the Righteous grants you a stacking increase to your block chance, and the 4-piece blocking an attack has a chance to cast Judgment at your attacker. This sounds hilarious, because if I were to spec very heavily into Mastery and use and spec for Holy Shield, that can cause some ridiculous things to happen. And if I happen to use there's a legendary that makes my Shield of the Righteous do some crazy stuff or do a lot more damage, that makes it even crazier. So lots of possibilities there, but I'll hold off on that for later. And for Resto Druids, the 2-piece Swiftman heals an additional amount for each periodic healing effect on the target. The 4-piece Swiftman heals nearby allies for a percentage of its healing done. Okay, that's not bad. You'll meet the Enlightened Brokers in Zereth Mortis and become allies with them to be able to obtain a new legendary belt empowered with your Covenant's rune carving effect. The unique characteristic of this new legendary belt is that your rune carving effect will switch freely alongside your character whenever swapping covenants. So this belt will immediately have our Covenant legendary power, and it will swap automatically. So we don't need multiple belts in this case. Okay, cool. The legendary belt will match the look of your class's Progenitor armor sets and can be equipped alongside another Shadowlands legendary in a different armor slot, giving you 2 powerful legendary effects to boost your power. If you'd like to craft the new Covenant swapping rune carving effect on a different armor slot, so as in not the belt, a new rune carving memory will let you do so. So for me, like right now, my legendary is, in fact, on my belt. So I would probably want to craft this new legendary thing onto like some other piece, preferably one that doesn't interfere with the tier stuff. So this is not quite sure how to feel about this, but so far it feels nice because at least in my situation, my legendary situation isn't so bad. I'm able to adapt to this pretty freely, and it's going to be nice that at the very least it's something that will just change alongside my Covenant. So I can, whatever I make, it's going to slot lock that particular slot, And considering that this is the last major patch of the expansion, that's not really a big deal. Note: in order to equip the 2 legendary items, one must be either the legendary belt or another armor slot imbued with a new memory. Okay, that's cool. All legendaries can now be upgraded with, Cosmic Flux, a new currency, yay currency, inspired by lessons learned from Echoes of Ny'alotha in BFA. Cosmic Flux will be rewarded from a variety of activities in Shadowlands Season 3, such as defeating raid bosses, PvP, pretty much everything. Is that really a lesson learned? So Echoes of Ny'alotha, I'm trying to remember what that was. Wasn't that that was the stuff that let us buy Corruption, if I'm remembering this correctly. But it's basically a currency that we can get from most endgame content, whether you are a solo-y person or if you do group content. But as for the details, we don't know if this is going to be directly related to professions, if there's going to be a new, if there's going to be more stuff that professions can do to craft this thing, what happens if we want to make it from scratch, that sort of thing. Or this might be a separate, hey, make a rank, make a 262, and then use Cosmic Flux to take it the rest of the way. We'll have to see. Or maybe I should read more. Creation Catalyst. Once players fully uncover the secrets of the first ones, the Creation Catalyst will become available. This will serve to help anyone who's having bad luck on a particular armor spot, or to help alts quickly catch up later in the patch. The Creation Catalyst will use Cosmic Flux, as mentioned, this currency, in combination with an appropriate non-set armor piece to create a progenitor armor piece in that armor slot of the same item level. The armor you transform can be obtained from PvP, Mythic Plus, or other new Eternities End content. This is my highlight for right now. What is Eternities End content? Now, this is like the daily stuff, this stuff going on in Zereth Mortis. But I'm also wondering, I'm mostly wondering, how do you get this stuff outside of raids, PvP, and Mythic Plus? What is in it for solo folks, very casual folks, people who just do world content and such? So is he now? Oh, here's an example. Jeez, freaking soul. For example, the Great Vault rewards an item level 265 non-set piece. Once the Creation Catalyst is unlocked and enough Cosmic Flux has been collected, this can be used to make an item level 265 progenitor armor piece that activates the set bonus. Note: if you can earn a non-set armor piece before the Creation Catalyst is unlocked, we recommend hanging on to it in case you want to convert it later. So it's gonna be a little bit into the season before this catalyst is unlocked, which is kind of okay. If this is supposed to be kind of more or less kind of a backup / something that's available, something that will be advantageous for alts later on, then okay, cool. Now, let's consider what kinds of things are available. Like, what are the tools that we have available? So, for example, we can earn Valor from Covenant Callings and other such things. And your main can potentially purchase loot boxes if you have a sufficient Mythic Plus rating or a sufficient PvP rating. You can buy those boxes and have them. Well, you could just open them up and hope that you get something good, like a non-set piece that you can then turn into something that you actually want. So there's kind of this roundabout route that someone can take. However, you need to have done PvP, Mythic Plus, that sort of stuff in order to get that sort of access. So what about the rest of us? What about the folks that don't do those sorts of things? And they don't raid either. From what we recall, there's going to be like world quest content and daily content in Zereth Mortis. If you can get gear from those places, and if those things count, then that kind of solves that solution, or that kind of solves that problem. There are also other things to consider too, like this Cosmic Flux stuff. How much can we get at a time? Is it considered like a seasonal currency like Valor? Can we only get so much a week? Is it limited? Is it going to be kind of like Echoes of Ny'alotha, where we can kind of sort of like get a lot of it at once? I'm not sure, but that's kind of it right now. So far, I feel fairly satisfied with the whole idea of legendaries, but again, I think that's personal to me and my gearing situation. It's going to be different for other people. Might be different for people who multi-spec, multi-alls, or whatever. But this seems pretty cool so far. The set bonuses, we're only seeing 3. There's like 36. There's going to be like 36 set bonuses. So our opinions are going to be like all over the place when it comes to this. But thankfully, they brought up the only one that matters for protection paladins. I'm liking this so far. It doesn't exactly, I mean, the 2-piece helps with my class in terms of, can I mitigate better? Yes. The 4-piece is like kind of a gimme, like, oh, now it's even better. Now I can like do like extra damage, or, you know, if I'm using Holy Shield and someone's attacking me from afar, there's a chance if my block radiant's high enough and I'm lucky, I'll just see hammers flying all over the place. Given that something like this, blocking attack has a chance to cast Judgment, so there might not be an internal cooldown, and there might be some instance where you could just have like tons of hammers flying all over the place. That'd be hilarious, but we'll have to see. For now, that's going to be it. I will leave your thoughts to you, and if you want to share them in a comment, feel free. And that's going to be it. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.